gasps and horror fill the studio as we all see that Giselle did actually cut her hair. Hello and welcome back to the Unrehearsed podcast. Yes, the hair is gone. The final end to my hair saga. I did go with an A-line. I would say I would call this a lob. I wouldn't call this a bob. I think that this is a little on the longer side. The back is actually really short though. The back is really short. I will say I'm not mad at it. And I'm also really happy that I did it. I feel like I've been hee-hawing forever about cutting this hair. A lot of it, I want to say, like, it really did feel like cutting the last, like, year and a half off of my head. Like, it just, as soon as it was gone, it was just like everything from the last, like, year and a half just melted away. And I think that that's a good feeling. I think that there was a lot of my hair was like it felt dry and damaged. I feel like there was my hair in that amount of length. It was really long actually. Like I think I cut off like this much hair. But in that growth, it was just so dry and it would get matted and it just like it wasn't healthy hair, and I feel like it was because it grew in a very stressful, very complicated time in my life, and, like, every time it would get matted or every time that it would, like, be the way that it was, um, it was just kind of like a reminder of all of the things that had happened in all of that the growth. So, I feel like last week I made the finals. I was like, "You know what? I'm ready to let this go." Because I love my long hair. Don't get me wrong. I loved having beautiful long curls. Everyone always compliments my hair because they always say like whenever I go to get it cut, they're always just like, "Oh, your hair's so beautiful. Like it's very luscious." It's blah blah blah. It's not as luscious as it used to be. And so I just feel like there is a lot of, like, I really love it, like, even when like, right before we were gonna cut it, I was like, "I'm getting cold feet," like, it just I don't wanna cut it because it is beautiful and, like, my curls and, like, the body and the flow of it, and I love my hair, um, but I am also not attached to it, so I was just kind of like I was holding on, I think, more for, like, processing than I was anything else, and once I got to the point where I was like I'm good. I can let this go. My hair was, like, the one thing that I was, like, fixated on it, like, all week last week. Even my little faux, like, hair was, like, me testing it out. But it was just kind of like, I need to like, I was so ready. I was so ready. Was so fixated on it. I was like, "This needs to go." And when I finally did cut it off, it was just, like, everything melted away. I was like, "Oh, yes, finally, peace." So I know some of you are gonna be mad at me, but I like it. I like it and I do feel free. I feel like, I don't know, hair has memory. I feel like everything else has memory, but hair is the one thing that you can like control, right? You can cut it off, it'll grow back. I'm sure it'll grow back healthier and happier because I'm healthier and happier. So yeah, it's gone. It's gone. I love it, especially in this heat. Oh, it's just like I can feel the breeze on my neck and I'm just like, "Oh, I've made the best decision ever." So yeah, that is my little hair update. It even looks like a lot curlier and just happier already. So I love it. I think it's great. I hope you guys think it's cute because I actually really do think it's cute. It's kind of messy right now, um but yeah, my hair is gone. It will grow back, I'm sure of it. And hopefully in the next year and a half, it will be on better terms. So yeah, that is my little hair update. I feel like as soon as I did send it to a couple of my friends, and I was just kind of like, I sent just like the photo of like the me and my wads of hair. I sent like just the wad of hair, like, and I was just, and that's all I sent. And they were like, "Oh my God, I need to see it." Um, so I think it actually turned out really well. So yeah, much happier, much healthier, and just like a literal weight off of my shoulders and off of my head. I feel like it really did make a difference just to be able to just cut it off, start over, start fresh, burn it to the ground, and start again. So yeah, I had a little conversation about all of the things that we favor and favorites and all of the things that we collect. I know that we had our friend Bert here a couple of weeks ago, and it got me thinking about all of the things that I love to collect. All the things that I love to collect. One of the things that, and I'm not nearly in the same ballpark as our friend Bert, but one thing that I really like to collect is Loungefly mini backpacks. I feel like when I don't even, I was trying to remember like when was like the start of like my obsession with these like backpacks. And I want to say it's been at least 5 years, at least. So not a super long time, but just like it's been enough that I've been able to accumulate some, and they're expensive. So I try not to collect as much as I like really want to. Sometimes I will see one go by, or like they'll send me like a marketing thing, and I'm just like, oh my God, I really want that backpack. And then somehow I will like muster up the willpower to say no. and I will reject it and I'll forget about it until it pops back up somewhere. And I'm just like, damn it, I want it so bad. But I wanted to show you guys my collection of my mini backpacks. I think I only have, what did I say, 9? I think I have 9. And they all have different stories that are attached to them, and all like have different, I mean, I love them all. I will say, like, if anyone who is watching this ever thinks or like says, I don't know what to get her, get me a Loungefly mini backpack. I don't care if it's on clearance. I don't care if you found it at a thrift store. Like, I love all of my mini backpacks equally. And they all have a story and they all have a connection. And I'm just like, oh, I love it so much. There are some mini backpacks that my mom has accumulated also that I will probably steal at some point. She has a really cute Bambi one, and I'm just like, oh, every time I see it, I'm just like, I'm just gonna steal it. She's really not gonna notice. But if you heard that, no, you didn't, Mom. But let me start out with my very first one. And this one was a birthday present from my parents. And this is because we were talking about Bambi. I'm going to show you this one first. This is Flower. Isn't it the cutest thing ever? I mean, it's just like so, I don't know, feminine. It's so cute. I'd like, and I will start this with a disclaimer. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't care what you think about Disney adults. I don't care what you think about Disney adults. I think everyone should allow people to like what they like. And, these people, like, I just feel like anybody, I'm going to go on a rant. I just feel like anybody who says, like, oh, this is for kids, da 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 da, like, and I'm talking about a lot of different things. I'm not even just talking about Disney, because I've heard it about like Harry Potter. I've heard it about, random things, right? Let people have what they, I'm going to put this down. Because now I'm like, I'm wound up now. Let people have what they like. What is it to you? Who cares? Like, if people like or need or want or whatever the reason is, to have just a small little respite, a small little break from this insane world, and just have something that's like heartwarming and just nostalgic and just reminds you of a simpler time. Life is too freaking short. Life is so complicated. It is so difficult. For a lot of different reasons. So let people have it. Just let people have their thing. I don't care if it's like My Little Pony or freaking Hello Kitty. Let people enjoy things. I don't understand what the obsession is with telling people that they're weird for liking things. Like, What's it to you? Like, heard this, like, so many and it's been especially, like, lately, I don't know, TikTok gives you, like, the algorithm or whatever. You see one video, and then all of a sudden, like, 50 other videos come along. And I've, like, heard, like, all of the hate for people who like things that are, like, childish. Who cares? Who cares? Let them have it. Like, and it doesn't really bother me so much because to me, again, your opinion matters very little to me. Like, if someone were to tell me, like, "You're weird for liking Harry Potter. You're weird for liking Disney," like, I would be like, "You're f***ing weird for being so judgy," 1, and then 2, like, what makes you happy? Like, you're weird for liking that? Like, it just let people have it. That's my end of my rant, end of it. And but anyway, this is anyway, this is Flower. For those of you who are listening, it is literally Flower from the Bambi movie, and it is just my Loungefly backpack. I mean, this one is a little different. It does not have that front pocket. I really like the front pocket, but sometimes the designs just don't allow for it. I mean, I cannot envision this backpack any other way. I think it is precious and adorable the way that it is. And it is one of my favorites because I feel like it matches and it's like it's understated so that it's not like super in your face. As you will see some of the other ones are. So I do really like wearing this one if I'm going to just throw something on. I love wearing a mini backpack. Purses I will wear. I have purses. I have multiple purses. They are usually just black plain or like brown, something that I can just mix match or whatever with a nice outfit. If I'm just going out for like the weekend or something, I throw things in my backpack and I forget about it. It's the best thing in the world. But this is one of my favorites to take out. My parents bought this for me for my birthday. And it's just so cute. I love it so much. But look at how cute it is. Okay, and then in that same vein of another one that I really do enjoy kind of throwing in and throwing all my stuff in and then just kind of taking it with me is my Robin Hood backpack. So Robin Hood is one of my like super favorite old-timey Disney movies. I love that movie so much. And if I will say like Robin Hood to me has always been I love Robin Hood. I love Robin Hood as, like, a character, and I don't know if, like, anybody else kinda goes through this, but I fall in love with characters, and, like, a lot of different actors will play the character and blah, 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 blah. If it's the character, I will fall in love. Like, there is something about specific characters and, like, specific characteristics that I'm just like, "I just love this person." And they may be, like, something else in a different movie or whatever, and I'll just be like, "No, no." Robin Hood is one of them, and that is just one of the cutest things ever. I love this because it matches, like, it's super like, there's just not a lot going on, it's very plain, it's not, like, doing anything crazy, but yeah, this is one of my other favorites that I love to, put on and just wear just on a normal weekend day. You will probably see me with one of my backpacks. But it has these, I don't know if you guys can see it. It has little hearts on it that says RHMM, um, which is just adorable. And so, yeah, that's my other one. The other things that I really like, one of my very first like favorite Disney movie of all time, was Pocahontas. And isn't this backpack just the cutest freaking backpack you've ever seen? It's really hard to find Pocahontas anything. So, like, most of the time, if I find a pin at Disneyland, I will buy it. But this was one of the, like, few backpacks that I found. And then on the back, it has the, um, just around the river bend little, like, seal over here with the compass, and it's just really cute. I don't like to wear this one out very much. Again, it's a little much, but she is really cute. Sometimes she matches an outfit, and I'm just like, "You're coming with me," but most of the time, she likes to sit at home. There are so many, like, limited edition, uh there's so many limited edition, Pocahontas ones, and I will get back to that because my, like, dream backpack is in that same vein. So, my very first, love as a child when it came to like movies and cinema was E.T. I let me tell you about my very quick childhood story is I would watch E.T. as a very young child. And I wanna say I was probably, like, 2 or very like, young. And I would watch the movie all the way through, and I would cry at the end, and then my mom says that when I, like, learned how to rewind the ta oh my god, I feel so old. When I would, like, rewind the tape, like, I would rewind it, and I'd play it again, and I would just watch the whole movie through. And at the very end, I would cry, and then just do it all over again. But this is the cutest backpack ever. I got this backpack, and then here. Oh my god, look at this. It says, "I'll be right here" on the back, and then, like, also just, like, the woodsy scene. I really like this backpack. I took this to Universal Studios a couple of times, um, just because it's like, it's Universal Studios, right? But I love this backpack. Like, it's so cute. And then this also glows. The moon glows in the dark. Um, but yeah, E.T. was a very sentimental movie for me. I loved it. And then when they had the ride, I don't know if anybody else remembers, but they did have the ride at Universal Studios, which was just such a cool thing. And when we, as adults, ended up going to Florida for a work thing, we ended up going to Universal Studios, and they still had the ride. Wasn't exactly, I think they had adapted it to, like, they were gonna make a second movie or something like that, and then so there's different characters and things, and, like, a portion of that ride that is different, but a lot of it was kind of the same, and it was just like, it hit me right in the feels, which is actually where I got this shirt. The shirt is also from Universal Studios in Florida, because you can't find ET things at this Universal Studios. ET is long gone in in this one. I don't think I've ever seen anything ET. But also, the little finger glows as well too. But isn't this cute? I think it's cute. I think it's adorable. And, my favorite, let's go Pokémon. We're shifting gears. We're going to Pokémon. I think that you guys can mostly guess what my starter Pokémon would be if I could choose. But I came across this backpack and I absolutely could not say no because it's adorable. But it is also one of those backpacks that, like I said, like, some of the designs are just not going to allow for that little front pocket. And this is one of them. I have worn this backpack out in public, because it is adorable and I don't care. Um, but look at this! It's Bulbasaur, and it's, like, very shiny. It's like a metallic-y thing, but look at this happy, cute, adorable face. There is there was a Nintendo store that I did, like, a little video on, and they had a little Bulbasaur wallet that kinda looked like this, and I was just like, "Oh my god, it's so cute," but it was really expensive, so I decided not to buy it, but I did buy a backpack, and it is adorable. Like, the inside also has little, like, sleepy Bulbasaurs and just kind of vines and really cute, like, little faces, but it's adorable. I mean, it's so cute. It's just a little extra shiny, to be honest. Like, but it's green, and, me and green and everything around it is just it's adorable. Um, I have a few more, 3 that are left. Um, the next one I'm gonna show you is my rose gold mini backpack. I did also get this one for my birthday. It is, I love rose gold. I think rose gold is a really cute, like, gold. I know that a lot of people will say, like, "I don't know what millennials, like, chokehold, da 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 with the rose gold." I'm one of them. I am in a chokehold. I have the rose gold mini ears. Um, I love them. I think they're super cute. I think that rose gold is like a perfect balance between precious metal and femininity. It's the cutest thing ever. It is very shiny. The one like pet peeve that I have with this backpack is, which I will not have a problem with now if I do wear it, is that if you have long hair, your long hair gets tied up in all of these little like sequins, and it pulls the ever living out of your hair randomly as you're just going around. So that is kind of annoying, but it is really cute. Um, I've used this at the parks a few times, and I've gotten some like, "Oh my god, it's so cute," because it is cute. Look at it. It's adorable. And then I'll also pair it with the ears. Um, and it's just like a whole set. It's a whole set. When the ears did come out, I like the everyone was in a frenzy. I feel like everyone wanted them. They would get sold out super quick, and I got really lucky when we ended up going. Matt's cousin was working in Disneyland for a while, and so she had said like, "Oh, you might want to check here." We ended up going. We got the freaking ears, and I was so excited that I finally got my hands on them, and then I matched it with my cute little backpack. And that was a whole thing altogether. The back does not have any sequins on it, which is nice. But yeah, that is my backpack. Um, the last two come with a story. So the when we were kids, we lived in like a second floor of a house in San Bruno. And my parents had a like, my dad is really into, like, speakers and, like, he was like, definitely back then, but, he had a, like, set, like a speaker set, a stereo set of, like, but people cannot like younger people will not ever understand like how big speakers were back then. They were boxes, huge boxes, that were the speakers. And I want to say he had like four speakers, like in different, like there was like two big ones and then two like half size ones. And then it had like the unit itself, where you would control like all of the speakers. And we connected that to the TV because that's how we would, like, watch movies and things like that, and I don't know, to be honest, I'm not sure if this memory is in my brain because of how many times it's been told, or if this memory is actually one of my memories. Um, but when this movie came out, um, I just like we were all on the couch sitting and watching this movie on this like tiny little TV. And because they were all kind of small and they were all those big chunky TVs with a big, really giant square around it. And we were watching this movie, but because the speakers and the stereo was so like bassy and loud, it felt like you were in the movie. And I want to say that you guys, you don't understand. Like, I feel like now a lot of people who are my age and older will understand that, like, we didn't have like IMAX and all that other like crazy things or like immersive experiences where you have these D box seats where things move and like there's speakers and there's whatever. And like, you feel like you're in the movie. That didn't exist, okay? So, what we had back then, was these giant speakers and your tiny or whatever size TV. That is all you had. But when we were playing this movie, like it would like you could feel the like walls shake. And it felt like you were in the movie. That was like the closest we would ever get to feeling that. Like my poor like my not poor, but like my just very like simple immigrant parents with their, like, little TV, their giant stereo system, and all of us sitting on the couch watching this movie. And this was the movie, Jurassic Park. I love the Jurassic Park series. The original series, but mind you, don't ever come at me with the like new Chris Pratt movies. But Jurassic Park, as if you can imagine, us of our little family, our little family sitting on a couch watching this movie and then just hearing the feeling the vibrations of the T-Rex stomping and roaring, and it was just the coolest thing ever. And so Jurassic Park holds a very like warm place in my heart. I love Jurassic Park so much. I actually was so sad when they were closing the ride here in LA, because it was, like, also one of the things that we did as kids, like, we went to Universal Studios and we went on the ride, and because we loved because we it was, like, what was it? Backdraft? It was Backdraft, E.T., and Jurassic Park. Those were, like, the rides that I remember when we went as kids, that were, like, really popular and really, like, very memorable. Um but Jurassic Park, when they closed the ride, Matt and I, went to Universal Studios and rode it as often as I possibly could, just so that I can remember all the details. And then again, when we went to Universal Studios in Florida, we did get to ride it again, and it was like the exact same ride. And I was like, oh my God, I thought this was lost to me forever. So it was really cool that I got to relive that. But this is one of my other favorite backpacks. I like to wear this one out too because again, it's pretty basic. I actually just realized that I had one that I did not mention because it's sitting under my seat and I didn't see it. But so this is another Jurassic Park one that I thought was just really cool because it has the like original, I don't know if you guys can see it. It has the original doors of like the ride. And I was like, this is so freaking cool. This also glows in the dark. Did I just say that? Or did I say that in my brain? But it also is the 30th anniversary edition. So like it has like the 30th anniversary Jurassic Park on the inside, which is really cool. It also has the Jurassic Park 30th anniversary on the back. And that's why I love this one so much. I was just like, oh, I have to get it. And I did. So here it is. Okay, final one. I thought that was the final one. I was going to end it with that, but here we are. So, and then this is my most recent backpack. I was obsessed with this as a kid. Lisa Frank. Look at how cute that is. I mean, I remember like just going feral for all of these like binders and anything that had Lisa Frank on it when we were kids. I know that there is a lot of like controversy with Lisa Frank and like, all the history and story and blah, 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 blah. We loved Lisa Frank when we were children, and you will not take that away from me. So this was one of my most recent additions. I saw it and I was just like, I can't say no. I don't know. It's just very nostalgic to me. And I just love the colors and it's very sparkly. It's very shiny and I love it. So yeah, that is my collection. That is all of my Loungefly backpacks. I have, like I said, been really contained in my addiction, even though I really want to buy so many more. Actually, so let me just really quickly go back to if I had a backpack that is like my goal backpack, like if I could get it and it wouldn't cost me an arm and a leg, what would it be? There is a like limited release Pocahontas backpack that it's her and John Smith, and it's got like all of the like swirls around it. It is a flat front backpack. But I think it was like it was like Love at First Sight, Colors of the Wind edition. Like that was like the name. It's really hard to find. They only released it, I want to say, it was like an anniversary back in 2020. I did not get my hands on it. I could not find it anywhere else. I think I looked it up most recently and it was like $160 on like eBay. And I was just like, ugh, these backpacks are already expensive. Like I don't know that I can push the extra like to get to get it. But maybe one day when I come across it or when I want to treat myself, I will do that. But that is my That is my dream backpack if I could choose one. But yeah, that is my collection so far. Again, if anybody wants to send me backpacks, I am happy to take them. If you don't want them anymore, send them my way. I will give them a good home. That is the thing that I like collecting, I feel like, the most because they're just so adorable. But they're also practical, and I really do actually use them. So yeah, I just wanted to show I just wanted to share my little obsession, my little thing of whatever things that I collect. I think we all have things that we collect. It makes us happy. Let people be happy. Let people enjoy their things. I know there's like consumerism. There's things that like people will come and say about whatever. If it makes you happy, just do what makes you happy. So I am done here for the day. I will catch you all in the next one. I love you all so much. Mwah! Catch you later. Bye.